AI is not coming for your career, but it's coming for every model who isn't using it. Now, I'm not here to be the hype man for AI and say it's the be all and end all. I run a multi-six-figure agency called Covalent Consulting, and I'm watching what's happening on OnlyFans right now in real time. The girls pulling the biggest numbers aren't necessarily the ones the most talented or the best looking. They're the ones who figured out how to do content and how to do content greatly. And with this, AI is a key thing in this in order to elevate their social presence and get more reach. Now, this video is hopefully a wake-up call, not a tool breakdown. This is where you're understanding the opportunity and why you can't afford to ignore AI and why you have to use AI if you're an agency owner or model. This doesn't matter for you. If you're an agency owner, you need to be doing this for your models. And now if you're a model, you either need your agency to do this for you, or you need to be doing this yourself. Now, what's actually happening right now in the OnlyFans scene with AI? Over the past 3 years that I've been in the industry, the landscape has completely changed. OnlyFans was simpler. Show up, post content, build an audience, make money. That still works, but the platform is more and more competitive than it has ever been. More creators, more content, more noise. Now, AI has reached a point where it used to take hours into minutes, and not just generic stuff. This is content scripting, real hooks, marketing copy, account growth, account targeting. The gap between models using AI and the ones that are not is getting wider and wider every single month. Here's the thing most models don't want to hear. AI content accounts are already on OnlyFans, and this can be hybrid where people will be doing AI marketing for them and they will be running them on a salary, and these already exist. And there is full AI accounts on, for example, FanView, where our agency ourselves, we run AI models. Now, I know most models, they resent AI, but the thing is, you need to use the technology to your advantage. The models who use AI to amplify are the ones who are already doing better and the ones who are going to win, because if not, you're simply going to be behind the band curve of this AI. So now is the chance to do it. This isn't about replacing yourself. It's about 10 times more than you could do without AI. Because the thing is, right now, you are going to be battling with more and more AI accounts and more content distribution. So it's a never-ending battle if you don't start. Now, where should you start with AI? Well, pillar one for us was AI trial reels. If you've been paying attention to Instagram lately, you know trial reels is one of the biggest organic growth tools for new people coming to your page. Post a reel, Instagram distributes it to non-followers, and this is meant to be for testing. It performs well, you grow. It's a very simple concept, but the execution is a volume game on trial reels. Now, the models seeing the best results from trial reels are posting 5 to 10 times a day. Not one, not two, not every few days. 5 to 10 times. And every single one needs a strong hook, the right caption, the right amount of pacing. That is an enormous amount of creative output to sustain manually. This is exactly where AI steps in. You can use AI to script your reels, hooks, spoken lines, caption variations in a fraction of the time it takes to sit down and write them. Now, this is exactly where AI steps in. You can now use AI to generate content of your winning reels that you've already done. Use an AI to, create the same video, but in its AI version. And then also use the viral version that you already have, and therefore you have 2x the distribution. Now, you can see how this compounds very quickly, because every time if you're doing 2x the distribution, you're going to be literally 2xing your reach very quickly, and 2x in your reach very quickly goes a very long way in this industry. Now, with trial reels, models who are utilizing AI and also repurposing their winning content are the ones who are really winning right now, because they're doing the same output with their normal reels, but they're getting much more success. Now, this is because they are utilizing it than most people in the market. Now, more and more recently, I've actually realized how many agencies and models are not doing this. Even though at Covalent, we've been doing this for a very long time, literally over a year now. And it's crazy how most people still don't use it and still don't understand it. So if you don't understand it, please go look into trial reels, go understand the power of them. A simple way to do it is to reuse your winning content, edit it a little bit, edit the saturation, the brightness, cut it a little bit in places so Instagram detects it as a new video and it has new metadata, and then you can reuse it. And then also, this is where AI is great, because there is AI tools like Tick Fusion, which can repurpose your content already for you. And then also you can generate generate AI content for this to even utilize for more trial reels, so Instagram don't detect that you're using the same video over and over again. Now, because AI reels are completely fresh new reels, they would not detect ever. Whereas when you reuse content a lot, sometimes Instagram can detect and it can tell you off. Now, section 3 is AI accounts. This is where you're going to be posting on more than one account. Now, this is the part where I want you to actually think about AI generating model content accounts. They're on the platform of Instagram already, and you've probably seen them absolutely everywhere. Now, I'm not telling this to scare you. I'm telling this so that you understand that changes are already here and they're already running and they're already getting results for models. An AI account can literally post unlimited content. You just give, a prompt to your AI, generate it and post it. It doesn't have a day off and it simply doesn't need a break. It doesn't have a bad week and it doesn't run out of content ideas. As a real creator, you cannot compete with volume alone. That's why you shouldn't try. That's why you should be utilizing it to have AI versions of yourself and generating it across multiple Instagram accounts to pull in even more traffic than you already are. If I've got you worried, please do not stress. Now, what AI doesn't have is authenticity, a real personality and a real story, a parasocial connection that actually means something to the actual fans and the viewer. That's because you're real and AI isn't. That is your edge in the market. But here's where most models make the mistake. They try to compete purely on content output instead of leaning into what makes them irreplaceable, which is their personality. And that is the edge over AI. But just because you have this edge doesn't mean you should just be forgetting about AI. Real personality means subscribers, because I've already explained this parasocial relationship in a video before, and it'll be one of my most recent YouTube videos. You'll see it very easily. And it'll be called something along the lines of why your views are not converting in 2026, or something along the lines of that. And that'll explain to you how to basically defeat AI and how you can build your personality on your Instagram. Now, at Covalent, we've seen this play out firsthand. A personal example of a model who started AI and using AI assistants literally completely changed their account because they were able to do more output, gain more subs with doing the same amount of work. The next part is section 4, AI marketing. Now, you should probably stop doing this manually if your team already isn't doing this for you. Now, this one probably has the most immediate impact on your day-to-day. Think about how much time you spend coming up with content ideas, writing stuff down, writing captions, thinking about what to do next, where you can have AI work alongside you or work alongside with your team in order to create more and better content ideas for your page so that you can go more viral. Now, AI can literally write all of it. Not perfectly first time, but well enough that you can edit and send it rather than write from scratch. This shift alone from creating to editing cuts the time in half at minimum. The key point to generating content with AI is that it doesn't replace your voice. It just simply writes it. You give it context, you give it your niche, you give it your tone and your audience, and it produces an outline of content that you should simply refine. You're still the brand and you're still the brains. You're not just spending 3 hours a week on admin that a machine can do in literally 3 minutes. Section 5, real talk. Why most models will ignore this. Now, a lot of models are going to watch this video and think, yeah, that makes sense, and then do nothing with it, because learning a new tool feels like work, because it's easier to keep doing what you're doing because it doesn't feel urgent right now. But then again, in 6 months, you're gonna fall behind the curve. You're gonna see your earnings drop and you're gonna think, what the hell happened? Whereas another creator in your niche will have doubled the platform over that same amount of time because they are able to use AI and they're able to get the compounding effects from it. Now, unfortunately for you, the curve is already happening, but it's not too late. The models who get it now, while most of their competition is still sleeping on this, are the ones who will build the gap that's very hard to close later down the line. This isn't hype, and this is just an adoption cycle, and this is just how adoption cycles work in every industry. The market changes over time, and the ones who adapt thrive and grow with the market, and the ones who don't get left behind and get pushed out the market. If you're a model or an agency and this is landed for you, the next video I'm putting out is a specific breakdown of the tools we use for AI, the specific AI tools that we recommend for each area, and make sure you don't miss this because this is going to be even more actionable than this. Now, this was just a reality check for models and agencies who think that AI isn't good enough yet, or they don't need to do that yet because they don't see it. Well, that's what this video is for. Later this week, there is going to be another one, exactly where and what AI you should use with exact guides on it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you actually got something, or it gave you a reality check in to do something, then please like, subscribe, comment, and keep following so that you can get more and more free value. Now, if you're a model who is looking for for an agency, or you're an agency who's looking for a chatting agency, well, my IG is OFM CEO. All DMs can be taken there. If you're actually looking to scale your page rather than 99% of agencies not taking you to your potential, then make sure to message me, because we give insane results. Consistently. If you have a look at my Instagram, we do results more than anyone else. And there is a reason for that, because we get better results than everyone else. Now, peace guys, enjoy your day.